Hey guys, this is Smithy. Welcome to my channel. Today's video is a very special one. We're going to test out a few new beauty products, mainly like from Flower Beauty. I wanted to test out these beauty wands, their Spotlight Liquid Highlighter and their Low Light Liquid Contouring Wand, which dupes completely the Charlotte Tilbury beauty wands. So I definitely wanted to give this a try, especially if this works. And because it's from the drugstore, I was eyeing this only because of the Charlotte Tilbury, how hyped up that beauty product is. I definitely wanted to see if this like lives up to that name or not. Apart from that, I'm using a lot of Flower Beauty products, but I had like a few products from here and there, new products to try out. So I definitely wanted to give that a try. I also tried out this Ladybug Glow Cream Blush, which they released during like the Valentine's Day special deal. And then I'm trying this e.l.f. Cosmetics new lipstick that they launched, which again dupes the NARS Audacious lipsticks. So super excited for that. And I also used the Laura Mercier crayon, eye crayon. And this one is in the shade Strapless. So those are like the new products that I really wanted to play with. So if you're ready to see how I achieve this look, then please keep on watching. So before even we start off like with the makeup, let me just read a few details about the Flower Beauty products, just because this is like the focus of this video. So the Low Light Liquid Contouring product, it retails for $14.49 on Ulta's website and it comes in 3 shades. I have the deepest shade with me, which is a deep. Medium completely was like sold out, so I wanted to try deep, and I'm happy that I tried deep because that worked really well for me. It says it sculpts and defines your cheekbones effortlessly with the Flower Beauty Low Light Liquid Contour. It's infused with moisturizing ingredients to keep skin hydrated, ultra weightless buildable formula that blends into your skin seamlessly, and it gives a very natural finish. It contains moisturizing goji berries and cranberry seed oil, and it's featured with a built-in cushion applicator for easy application and for blending. We'll see how it all applies onto our skin and how easy it is. So if you're ready, let's begin. So let's begin. I am so excited for this like drugstore video and like drugstore products. So let's begin. I'm first going to prime my face. I'm going to use my Nyx Plump Bright Back Primer. Been quite some time that I've not used it, and there's like a bunch of Flower Beauty primers also coming in the market. There's like a pore diffusing one, more of like a hydrating one, and then there was one more. Let me see. Yeah, there's like a Skin Smoothie Power Matte Primer, Hydro Pop Primer, and there's a Skin Smoothie Radiant Glow Primer. So we've seen like a bunch of like these primers. So I feel like if you have like a hydrating primer, that would do a job. If you have like a matte primer, that would do a job. I don't need like everything that is newly coming in the market. Rather, I use like the things that I already have. But I was super intrigued by the Flower Beauty beauty wands. For the glowy product, I'm going to use my Maybelline 4-in-1 Perfector, this thing, whatever that was. I'm going to take that. And I'm using this quite a bit nowadays. And this gives like a very nice glow on the face. So why not use it, right? I'm gonna take a round buffing brush, actually my foundation brush, and I'm just gonna put it all across. This has like a peach tint, as you can see. This is in the shade medium. Yeah, this is in the shade 02 medium. And that works beautifully for my skin tone. Obviously there's no like coverage to it, but it does give like a nice glow, as you can see on my face. And that's what this glowy product does. Now once we have that, let's move on to mostly all Flower Beauty products. I'm going to use this Flower Beauty foundation, and this is called their Light Illusion Foundation. And this one I am in the shade Classic Tan M3. The medium 3. I'm gonna pump like around 2 pumps on the back of my hand. Just wipe it all across my face. Dab it on the back of the brush. Oh my god, is that light? It's definitely like a shade or 2 lighter, but our contour wand that we purchased is definitely on the deeper side because I could not find a medium shade. It was already sold out. So I was like, yeah, let it be deep. Let's see. So I think we can make it work. I still have that irritation on my throat. So if I'm like doing, it's because of that. And I really like this product, like the foundation. It definitely gives like a good medium coverage, I would say. Definitely would not call it like a full coverage, but a good medium coverage. Just for a reference, I am like a L'Oreal Infallible Golden Sun, if you want to just keep that as a reference. Or NARS Aruba. Those are all my exact shades. So once we have that all buffed out, let's use the Flower Beauty concealer. Now they are coming out with like a new concealer too, and it is called the Get Real concealer. It's definitely a little bit of like a creamy consistency. This Flower Beauty concealer, this one is in the shade Medium Honey, and this is the Light Illusion line. This is definitely more of like a liquidy product, but it gives a good amount of coverage. It's definitely more on the peachier side for me, so to keep that in mind. But we're going to use this because it's a great concealer no matter what. I'm going to use my same foundation brush that we used and just buff out everything, just so that there's no harsh lines between the foundation and the concealer, and it gives a good amount of coverage. Now before we set our face with the Flower Beauty powder, let's use our newest products that I have in my hands, and that is these two products. We have the Low Light Liquid Contour Corrector Lick, and this one I have in the shade Deep. I could not find any other shade. We'll see how it works. And this is the Spotlight Liquid Highlighter, and this I have in the shade Opal. So we're going to use both of this and see how it performs. Let's start off with the contour. I have not seen any reviews because I did not want, just because I feel like it alters my, thoughts on it. How are we gonna, okay. So it's like definitely like a sponge tip. It totally dupes the Charlotte Tilbury contouring wand and the liquid wands if you did not recognize it. But a drugstore option would be really good, especially if it seems a lot dark. I don't know how it's going to perform, but it comes out like that. I don't know how much is too much. So let's blend it first, and then we'll see. Okay, I would say this dries out pretty quickly, but the shade will definitely work for me. So I would not suggest you to like put on those dots on your face and just forget it or talk to anybody because that dries out really quickly. Because I instantly went with it and you guys saw it, and I could definitely blend it really nicely. But good that I went like with one side and not the entire face, because I could see it like drying out really fast. And I generally do that with, especially with the liquid products, because it's a tendency of liquid to dry out very quickly. But you can see like it definitely gives like a good dimension to the face. It's just that you need to work pretty quickly. And the shade is really good on me, I would say. I was wondering that the shade would turn out a lot more deeper, but seems like it's fine. Okay, so let's do it underneath the jaw. Because we have a good double chin to cover. It blends out really nicely. That's one good thing that I can definitely say. Now let's see if it is buildable or not. I'm just going to take a few more dots on this side and this side. Definitely buildable. I am going to go with like my foundation brush here, just because I feel like it's patching up a tiny little bit here. So there's my foundation brush. I'm just going to tap it on top of it, especially on the edges, just so that there is no harsh lines. I have a good crease going on top of my eyes, but we're not going to worry about that right now. So that is our contouring wand. I feel like it blends out really, really nicely, and this shade works really well for me. It has a feature of like closing it and opening it just so that it doesn't like ooze out, which I feel like it's definitely required, especially for this kind of packaging. Okay, now let's move on to the highlighting wand, and this is the Spotlight wand in the shade Opal. A very, very similar packaging. Again, the sponge tip applicator. See how it performs on my face. I'm gonna put it right there. It's a very champagne-y highlighter. I would say it definitely would work on a lot of skin tones. At least I would say light to medium to tan skin tone. And it shears out really, really nicely, but it gives a very, very nice glow. Is it like a groundbreaking product? I don't think so. I don't think so. I can definitely see like a pinkish tint also. That tells me that it will be a little more better for lighter and fair skin tones. I just take a big fluffy brush, just take the creases away so that we can go with the powder. Oh, actually, we have like a cream blush also to test out. And this is not from the drugstore. It's from an indie brand, and this is Ladybug Glow Cosmetics. If you remember, I did like a very recent video with their palette, which is an absolute favorite of mine. This is a new cream blush that they released, especially for their Valentine's Day, and it's like a collector's product. I don't know if they are selling this right now on their Etsy store or not, but this one is a #1 shade, and this is the one that looks like in the pink shade. It's marketed like a cream blush. It totally is like a fake flower that we are used to like seeing in the market, and then it is sprayed with like cream blush. So just be prepared with that. I was not preparing that. I was thinking like this is going to be like a cream product, but this definitely has like this is like a fake flower. Can you see that? Hear it. But it definitely has like a tint on it. I'm just gonna take it on my brush directly, and you can see the pigment, and I'm just gonna tap it on my cheek for that flush. I was definitely surprised to see that, just because I was not expecting that. I would say just be prepared if you are, because it looks really nice on the website as well as when it was like marketed. But I was not expecting a fake flower. See, it performs really, really nicely. So no complaints on that. It's like a very collector's item. Yeah. So now let's move on to the powder, because we've teased the powder so much. So this is the Light Illusion Flower Beauty powder. This powder works really, really, really well on my skin tone. And this one is in the shade Soft Sand, which is M2 to M3. I'm going to take my powder puff, just rub it on top, and then use this, just smoothen out the creases underneath my eyes, and then just pat it in, because it definitely has that smoothing feature. Can you see that difference? It's really, really pretty. And I'm gonna do the same thing on my eyelids too. My eyelids tend to crease really, really quickly. So the quicker I can set it, the better it is gonna be for me. So now it will not move. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna take it with a powder puff on the rest of my face too. I have turned into like a powder puff girl. Like I feel like it just smoothens out the whole face and the complexion so nicely that you don't need to do anything else to set your face and to smoothen out. See, look at that. Look at the difference. I really, really love it. So the only place that I did not set was where I applied my highlighter, just so that we can see that in action. And you can see that glow coming through, right? Really, really loving that. Okay, for my lips, I have a new product to try out, and this is from e.l.f. And this is a very reminiscent and like a dupe for the NARS Audacious lipsticks. And it has like a magnetic closure and all, which is like so good and so bougie for e.l.f. And I picked out my shade Drive, which is like a, you know, like a pinky brown shade. Are you surprised? I don't think so. So we're gonna line our lips. I'm gonna use my KKW Beauty lip liner. I'm almost out of it, okay? So bear with me. This one is in the shade Nude 2.5. And let's use this lipstick. Very creamy, and I love the embossment of e.l.f. And that cut of the lipstick is very, very similar to the NARS one. So let's apply it. It looks like a cream lipstick, not like a matte lipstick by any means. Very comfortable, and this shade, oh my god, is perfection for me. Very creamy. Loving that. Now, just to have something on the eyelid, I'm going to take this Laura Mercier eyeshadow, the crayon. I've not used this yet, so definitely we should use it, right? And this one is in the shade Strapless. Let's use it because I'm not going to do anything fancy. And this can definitely act like a quick look for us. Oh, this is definitely shimmery but taupey. Oh, that turned out glam super quickly. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and just blend out the edges. This can be like totally a one and done shadow. Yeah, I'm going to quickly finish off this eye with some liner and mascara, and I'll get right back. And that is my final look. It was very quick, easy, but with all like affordable products, which I absolutely love. And this, I feel like this is like a very polished kind of a look, which again, it's very quick and easy to achieve, but it's very impactful and very effective. As for the new products that I tried today, I really like the Flower Beauty wands. And I do like the quickness of this Laura Mercier crayon. I feel like it's not like shebang in your face, but it's very elegant and very subtle, but it does give you like a little bit of sparkle and shine onto your eyes. This Ladybug cream blush, I would say if you are like a big collector, you might like it. But for me, I love their eyeshadow palette like 10 times better than this blush. That's what I would say. This lipstick from e.l.f. really, really good. Really good. I really, really enjoyed the color as well as the formula because it's definitely like creamy, but it's not like glossy, or it's not like matte. Very comfortable. So I would highly, highly, highly recommend these products. So that's all for today, guys. If you did like this video, you know what to do. Do give it a thumbs up and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Do let me know in the comment section below. Out of these products, have you tried these like Flower Beauty ones? Do you like it? Do you hate it? Do you like one over the other? I definitely preferred like the highlighting one over the contouring one, just because this one, I feel like the formula can be a little bit more improved just because it dries down so quickly and you have to work like super quick. I didn't find it the same for the highlighting one, but for the contouring one, it was definitely a lot faster on the drying side, but it worked really well and it blends out really beautifully. So yeah, that's all for today. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.